Good evening, everybody. Welcome back to another Chart Nerd TA video. I'm going to be diving back into Metahero today. I did say on my channel a couple of days ago that I'd be getting an update out. So particularly, this is going to be relatively short, guys, because it is quite late here in the UK at the moment. But what I'm looking for here for Metahero, okay, currently you've got this high, you're retracing back to this low. Okay, now if we start to come down and you do start to see Everdome, sorry, I've got some more targets on the fibs here than I normally do. Areas. I've got more areas on the fibs than I normally do. But if you start to lose this one fib, okay, and you do start to see Hero, because look, you've come up to this high, you come straight back down to this low from where you moved impulsively from, okay, so you had this wave up, you came down for support, you was looking to come up here and put in a large impulsive wave, okay, but the market, you came back for support here, but the market shat themselves, sorry, excuse my French, you came up into resistance, you ran into the 0618, okay, here on the daily, and then you're coming back down now and you're retracing to this one fib here. So if you do start to lose this one fib for Hero, okay, Hero does lose this level of support that it's got for itself right now. Okay, for me at the minimum you're looking to come down to the 1272, okay, which is 0.003039, and which ties up with this sort of neckline area of resistance of this previous inverse head and shoulders, because you had this inverse head and shoulders here, okay, where you had this technical target from there down to there, and you can see when you broke out, you met that target up there, you met that technical target. So potentially right now what you're looking to do is come down to the 1272 around that sort of range, okay, and back test this area for support right here, okay. So that would indicate a further correction from now of around about 17%, so that's a 17% short up. Now if you do start to then at this point, if we was to come down here and run back into this one fib as resistance, at that point I do think you'd have an extra long short opportunity back down to this low. It would look really fearful. You could also see something play out like this, where you come to the 1272, you come back up to resistance, and then start your capitulative wave down. But it would look quite nasty if you did meet this 1618 target, but you'd still be putting a higher low in than this low here. And if you did have that, you could see if you did tie up with that sort of price range, you would still have this ascending level of support, where potentially you've got this level of support right here. You've come up, if you fail to hold support on this one fib here, hit your head on resistance, you could potentially be rolling down to this 1618 target, looking for a higher low. I have mentioned with Dome as well before that Dome had come up like this, and a lot of alts had already had their second wave down and were tracing, okay, but Dome was stuck around this sort of area here, and I said you could potentially be coming in for a larger pullback, of which we have. So I think something on the cards is very similar here for Metahero. Okay, you've come up, you've held support, you have created a higher high, but you've also retrace back down to this horizontal level of support from that high, and potentially if you start closing below this on the daily 0.003471, you're looking to come down to a minimum this 1272 and this 1618 here as well, potentially if this area starts to get lost. So that's as simple as it gets really, guys, okay. And if you look at the EMAs here as well, you can see that we are starting to get a we had a death cross, we've ran into the EMAs as resistance, and we're being pushed back down. So it's key that we kind of have to hold this one fib here. We have to hold 3471. If you do start closing below it, that's where you've got your 17% short up to the 1272. And if you start hitting your head on that, okay, and turning the one fib into the zero fib here back into resistance, you can see that potentially you've got then another short up around 30%, just shy of 30%, back down to this 1618, of which I would be loading up some more bags for Hero. The ultimate the key thing here is, okay, if you do start seeing Hero come down to this low and losing this, the low we put in on the 22nd of September, if you do start to come down now and retrace to that and losing that, that's very, very negative moving forward, okay, and we'll look at more targets moving forward. But right now, okay, I think there has been some relative strength. Potentially you are coming back for a larger correction, looking to get that higher level of ascending support on that 1618 target I had on the fib, and basically just zooming out it's just a good way to look at it. So yeah, for me, again, you've got this high retracing to this low right now. We have to see here's some key targets for us as well. So yeah, from this high retracing to this low, you could see that we're coming right down now. If we start to hit our heads on this 382, for me, again, minimal targets on the weekly, 3356, look for that as support. Again, if you start to hit your head on that and do come down even further, you've got these lower targets down here where you could also find support on the 0618. So do get your fibs on daily time frames, weekly time frames, you know, and there's areas of support that you can see where Hero would be likely to hold. So lose this. Okay, your next level of support is this previous sort of resistance area that you failed to break out of, you could be just coming back down to that for support, i.e. the 0618. If you come down to the 0618 there, again, you'll be putting a higher low than this low here. You've come up, retraced to a higher low, start coiling up again, and then you get your ascending support, ascending triangle still in play, breakout occurs in the near future. That's if all goes well. Okay, and it's just about coming back for support, holding it. Okay, the 0618, the golden ratio. If not, you're looking to retrace back down to this low that we put in on the 22nd of September. So that's a quick update for you today on Metahero. I hope you enjoyed today's content. If you did, please do like, comment, and subscribe. From Chart Nerd TA, take care, peace out.